Hi and welcome. So in this tutorial, let us edit an audio, and I'm going to do a small project. I'm going to record an audio and then we're going to edit it. So in the end, we'll have a finished audio that you can use. So this is a project, so I will expect you to follow along with me. Open up Audacity, record your own audio and edit yours at the same time. I will be editing mine, so follow along with me. That's very important. And in the end, you're going to have a finished working product. You'll have an exported audio that you can use for your purposes. So you're going to see step by step how you can edit your audio using Audacity. So I'll just record a sample audio and then I will edit that. And that's what we're going to use throughout this section. So I will see you in the next video when I start recording the audio and then we edit it step by step. See you in the next video. Okay. So welcome to another video, and in this video let's record the audio. So you can choose the microphone that you want to use right here. Choose the microphone that you want to use to record your audio. And so here we go. To record an audio, I'll just click here on the record icon. Audacity is a free audio editing software that you can use to edit your audio. You can download it from the Audacity website and use it for all your audio editing tasks. So that is our audio and we're going to start editing it. The first thing I can do is I can actually normalize this, but I'm not going to do that now. That's the last thing I will do. To normalize it is just to increase the amplitude. And if I normalize it, you can see that happens. Now, this is something I will do later because I don't want it to affect the sound of my recording right now. So this is the last step I will do before I export my audio. And to export the audio, you can just do it by coming here under File, and then you can export it as a WAV file or as MP3, but I do recommend as a WAV file. So let me do Ctrl Z, and that's going to undo the normalization. So I will see you in the next video when we continue from here. This is where we stopped in the last video. There is a mistake I made somewhere here, and I can start by removing that. So let me play the audio. Audacity is a free audio edit. So I can just remove this, just select it. You can use the edit elements which are here, and you see you have the shortcuts. Just look at your Audacity, whether you're using it on Linux or Mac. Make sure you know which shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts you can use, because keyboard shortcuts will help you save a lot of time. So I can do Ctrl X. If you want to cut it and copy it at the same time, you can do cut. If you want to delete it, you can delete. And for me, I want to delete, so I'll do Ctrl K. And when you delete, you can see the time space for that is gone. Let's just see if there's another place where I'm going to need to edit it. Audacity is a free audio editing software that you can use to edit your audio. You can download it from the Audacity website and use it for all your audio editing tasks. So the last bit as well, I can remove that. Just select it, Ctrl K. So just note that when it is like this, it means that it's selected. So if you want to select the entire audio, just click here, okay? And that's going to select the entire audio. Right now, let's say that I'm speaking too slowly, and therefore I want to increase the tempo of this audio, and that's going to increase the tempo without increasing the pitch. So I can increase the speed at which I'm speaking without affecting the pitch. So I'll just select the audio once again, and then I'll do Effect, and up here I can choose Change Tempo, and here you can do percentages to know how much you want to change it with. And for me, I'm going to do about 8%, and that's going to reduce the length from this to this. So right now it's just about 12 seconds, and it's going to get reduced down to 1190. So if you want to reduce it further, you can do that here, but sometimes it's just best to do something that is reasonable so that you don't affect how you speak and you don't want to be speaking too fast. So I'll do 8%. And when I do that, you can see it has reduced the overall length of my audio. Now, depending on where you are and how your audio is, you can do noise reduction to reduce any noise in the background. So to do noise reduction, you're going to select an empty space of your audio. And then I will come to noise reduction, and then I will get the noise profile. That's very important. You have to select the noise profile. And then let me go back into noise reduction, and you can increase the noise reduction level, the decibels for which you want to reduce the noise. So for me, I usually prefer and I usually get the best results when I reduce the audio in small pieces, so in small quantities. So if you are recording your audio in a very noisy place, you should probably increase that. But if you are in a place that is not too noisy, you can just leave it somewhere around there, or even at 3. And then you can also play around with this just to see the best quality, okay? You can do a preview to hear what you should expect, okay? Audacity is a free audio editing software that you can use to edit your... So you can use this, you can change the settings just to hear how the new audio is going to sound like, okay? So the reduce is going to be the audio that remains, and then you can listen to the residue as well. The residue is basically the noise that you're removing. So if you're recording your audio in a loud environment, you should play around with this to find the best, or you can just leave them in the same settings, minor. And then I'll just click OK. I made a mistake there. Under noise reduction, let's go back to noise reduction and put reduce, okay? We don't want to export the noise. If you want to export the noise, you can select there, but we want to reduce the sound and have our original recorded audio. Okay, so you can do that again depending on how loud the noise is. So it's normally advisable. For me, I usually find it the best results come out. I do the noise reduction after doing the normalization. After I do normalization, okay? But I'm not going to normalize the audio just yet. You can also change various things here. Let's see, what's it called? Equalization. Maybe you want to increase the bass in your sound. You have here bass boost. So before I talk about this, you need to find out the Audacity version that you're using, because this changed. I think there's a different version, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work the same as this, but the interface for this somewhat changed, and I haven't updated my Audacity, but you'll see that it's different, but you can still find your way around it, okay? It's not anything that's going to be too difficult. Just know you can reduce this to increase the bass or reduce the bass. You can preview the sound. Audacity is a free audio editing software that you can also reduce various, if you know your way around sound waves, you can reduce them. Audacity is a free audio editing software. Okay, so that's something you can do. There are lots of effects that you can use here. If you want the audio to fade in, you can add the fade in effect and fade out effect. Just feel free to play around with all this, but I don't really need any of them for this. I think I have done what I need to do here, and at this point I can actually normalize the audio. So I'm going to do effect, and then I'm going to normalize it, and normalization will increase the decibels of my sound. And if you want to normalize it, don't go too high. You probably want to be somewhere below 0. So for me, I usually find the perfect spot for me is -3, but you can do -2, you can do -1, you can even do -6 if you don't want your audio to be too loud. For me, I will do -3 and I will say okay. Now, the overall volume of my audio has been increased. Audacity is a free audio editing software. All right. So once you do that, you can actually hear there's some noise in the background, and then I will get the noise profile and I can just repeat noise reduction, and that's going to reduce the noise. So if you can still hear some noise, just select that. If you can hear noise, select that, and then you can reduce this further, get the noise profile, and then do the noise reduction. All right, that should do enough for our audio quality. So if you want to do anything else, feel free to check out all the things that you have here and just try them and see what you want to do. You can even reverse the audio if you're playing around with certain sections. All right, but for us, this is pretty much what we need to do in this editing. And once I export the audio, I'm also going to show you how you can do auto ducking. So auto ducking is whereby you can have background music for your audio. So if you want a situation whereby there's some background music for your audio, when you're speaking, you want the sound of the music to be lower. That's what auto ducking is. And I'm going to show you how to do that with some music. Let me just see if I can find some free music, and then I'm going to use that to show you how to do auto ducking. So at this point, if you don't want to do auto ducking, I believe this is pretty much everything I would need to do to edit my audio. I don't have to change anything else. I'll just come here under File, and then I will export. And you can export as a WAV file or as MP3. And if you want to export as MP3, first of all, you need to install the LAME codecs. That is LAME. And it's a very easy process. Just go to Google and search for install LAME codecs. And you can install LAME for Audacity. Just Google that, install LAME for Audacity. And once you do that, you can export as MP3, and you can see I already have the LAME installed, and I can choose the quality of my audio. This is very, very important. You definitely want 320 kilobytes per second. This is what you want. You don't want to go any lower than this. Just choose this. You can give it a name and you can export it, but I don't want to import it as MP3. I will come back and I will choose export as a WAV file. Okay, let me just call this Audacity project. And with Audacity project, you can choose wherever you want to put it, and then I will click on save. And normally it brings out some settings that you need to choose. For me, I chose default settings and said I should never be asked those settings again, but for you, you're probably going to get those settings. You're going to get prompted to choose the settings, and it will ask you the name of the audio, the creator of the audio, and things like that, and just put in those details. It's something very self-explanatory. And then once you do that, you're going to just select export the audio, and the audio will be exported. As of now, my audio is now exported. And if that's all you need to do, that's a very quick and easy way for you to edit your audio in Audacity, and you will have improved the quality. And basically what we've done is we have reduced the noise. That's usually the most important. We've also increased the tempo. So if you're speaking very slow, you can increase the speed of your entire sound, okay? And if you have other audios that you want to add here, you can do that as well. You can just import in another audio and join them with this audio. So that's pretty much it for this video. I will see you in the next one when we do auto ducking. I will see you then. In this video, let's see how you can auto duck in Audacity. Auto ducking is basically adding background music, and you want the music such that when you're speaking, the music goes lower, but when you're not speaking, the music goes up. If you're doing any marketing videos or any important videos, just do away with the music. Let people hear your voice. You don't need the music, okay? Just have confidence in your voice. It doesn't matter who likes or doesn't like it. You just do your own voice. You don't need background music when you're doing any kind of tutorials or you're doing any marketing videos for your product. You don't need the background music. But if you need it, this is how you're going to do it. And in Audacity, you can use something called auto ducking to do the auto duck feature, whereby when you start speaking, the music goes down, and you can do this with any kind of music. So the music that needs to be auto ducked, will be put at the top. So let me import some music here. And to import music, I'm on Windows. It's very easy. You can just drag in music into Audacity, and it's going to get put here at the bottom. So you can see it's very long music, and my audio is not even 30 seconds long. What I can do, first of all, I'm going to have to cut out the unnecessary bits of my music. Just select, and then I will do Control K to delete. And now we have our music here. And something else, of course, the music is pretty tiny, so let me just zoom until we get to some reasonable music, audio waves. So for me to do auto ducking, I'm gonna need to bring this up. So the music that you want to auto duck, put that at the top, and your voice, put that at the bottom. So just remember that if you want to mute any audio, you can always mute an audio. Audacity is a free audio editing software, and that's going to mute the one at the top. If you want to mute the one at the bottom. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to use this to auto duck for this. So let us do the auto ducking. First of all, select that. Remember the music that you want in the background, put it at the top, and then select it. Then come up here and choose auto duck. So if you want to auto duck, this is the amount of auto ducking that's going to happen. How low do you want the music to go when it goes down? So let's just take it down to 20 dB. And if you look at my audio is pretty short. It's 12 seconds here. Okay. This one at the bottom is 11 seconds and some milliseconds. So I don't have any point whereby the maximum pause of my audio is 1 second. And let me just do it with this default settings, and you're going to see what happens. You can preview it here to hear how low the music is going to go. Okay. And you can see that in certain sections, it's not even going down, because I have put the default setting is such that if I make a pause for like 1 second, then the music auto ducks. Let me show you what I mean. Let me click OK. And you can see now, I don't have any place whereby I have taken a pause for more than a second. That's less than a second. So you can change that setting in your auto ducking, and we're going to see how to do that in a moment. But first of all, let's just play it to see what we have. Audacity is a free audio editing software that you can use to edit your audio. You can tell that the music is pretty loud, and you can even go lower. And if you want to reduce the music any further, the quickest way you can do it is just select the music, and then you see this element here. You can just select that, and this will allow you to reduce your audio waves. Okay, you can reduce it, and when you do that, Audacity is a free audio editing software, and you can see the music has gone down. So let me just undo all that. Let me select this. This is the one that you use to select elements, and this is one which you can use to move your audio. If you want to join this audio with the one at the top, you select this and then you join it with the one at the top, and I showed you in some videos how to do that. Now let's just select this one and then do Control Z. Let me just reduce this, the amplitude of this. Okay, and let's do the auto ducking thing again. Auto duck. So here, let's say I want to reduce the seconds for which when I take a pause, the auto ducking takes effect, just to show you how auto ducking works. So for this, let's say 0.3 seconds. So if I take a break for 0.3 seconds, the music is gonna go up. These are other lengths that you can edit. So this, we've said duck amount. This is how low you want the music to go. If you want it to go even lower, you can reduce. If you want it to just reduce the music a little bit, you can do that. But let me leave it there at around 20. That's okay. And then outer fade. So this is fade down length. You know, music fades down. How long do you want it to fade down? Let me put this back to 0.3. My music is pretty short, so this, I can also do this at 0.3. So all these others, as the name suggests, these are the time it takes for the music to fade out, okay? So fade out, fade up length. How long do you want the music to fade up? All this, okay? You can just play around with these numbers to see what they will do for your specific audio. So for me, let me do okay. And you can see now when I reduce the amount of time that requires the fading to happen, it's going to take effect here as well. So let's just play and hear what we have. Audacity is a free audio editing software that you can use to edit your audio. You can download it from the Audacity website and use it for all your audio editing tasks. Okay, so that's pretty much it, how to do auto ducking. Just play around with the settings. If you want to add fade out effect here, select the area where you want to do the fade out. So let's say the fade out will start from somewhere there. And let me go and do fade out. Website and use it for all your audio editing tasks. You can even do the fade out manually right here. If you select this and you just select that, select there, you can fade out manually right here. You see that? That's just going to fade out our music for us. Tasks. It's just that it ends abruptly, but if I had more music here, it would be much better for the fade out. All right, so that's pretty much how you can do the auto ducking in Audacity. But as I said, you don't really need auto ducking. Just do your own voice and get comfortable with your own voice. When you do your recording, it doesn't really matter who likes or doesn't like it. Avoid any music in your audio. When you record your videos, you don't have to put audio in the back unless you're doing a movie or it's acting or something like that. Maybe in that case, you can do the audio for dramatic effects. But other than that, you don't need the audio. You play around with all these auto duck settings. All the auto ducking settings here, play around with them to see what effect they're going to bring to your music. Okay, you can increase any settings anytime that you need to increase here. These are all the auto ducking times, the fade in, the fade out, the fade down when the music goes down, the fade up when the music goes up, and then the amount of auto ducking, how low do you want the music to go. You can change the threshold. This is the maximum for which it will go, and you can change this as well. So that's pretty much how to do auto ducking. And once you do your auto ducking, you can export your audio once again. All right, so that's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I will see you next time.